Awoleye. I represent Ibadan North Federal Constituency. I'm from Oyo State. In view of the fact that I was just put on notice a few hours ago concerning the listing of this particular bill, and the explanatory notes are not readily available, I want to apply that the bill be stepped down till another day. I so move, Mr. Honorable colleagues, my name is Abiodun Dada Awoleye. I represent Ibadan North Federal Constituency. I'm from the Face Center, Oyo State. I hereby move that a bill for an act to alter Section 24 of the third schedule of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, to provide a time frame of 10 years or less for population census and for other matters connected therewith be read the second time. I so move.
Representing Bauchi Local Government Federal Constituency. I am from Bauchi State. Mr. Speaker, I stand to second the bill moved by my colleague. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable colleagues, once again, my name is Abiodun Dada Awoleye. I represent Ibadan North Federal Constituency. This bill, Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable colleagues, has two principal amendments that I'm proposing to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The first and the most important amendment is that we replace the word periodical in our Constitution under Section 24A, third schedule of our Constitution, which stipulates that Nigeria undertake periodical enumeration of population through sample surveys, censuses, or otherwise. The word periodical, if we look at this in the dictionary, means occasional. That means as of today, the organizing census exercises in Nigeria is at the administrative conveniences of the National Population Commission. That is why, for instance, in 2006, when we had the last population census, the one we had before 2006 was 1991. 1991 to 2006, we have 15 years before we had that of 2006. Ordinarily, we are supposed to have another census in March 2016 if we are to go by what the United Nations Organization recommended. But as of today, the NPC had made us to realize that no population commission will be conducted on 2017. And in fact, at some gathering, the National Population Commission said to conduct a meaningful and credible census will take minimum of 2 years. That means we are not so sure that even census will be conducted in 2017. So, and using census figures is for a lot of planning. For instance, the National Bureau of Statistics have said it that the only agency that are responsible for collection of data is the National Population Commission. What the best the National Bureau of Statistics have been doing is to use the population growth of 3% to do their work every year. Not only in planning for areas like education, transportation, housing, etc. We need all these statistics every 10 years or even lesser period. That is why I'm proposing that we could even have a lesser period, say 5 years. There are so many countries of the world that conduct their censuses every 5 years. There's nothing bad if even Nigeria conducts is 5 years. But we should have it in the Constitution to make it mandatory for National Population Commission to ensure the conduct of censuses every 10 years at most, as recommended by UNO. Again, the other aspect that amendment is being sought for is in the area of after the census exercise. The last one we had in 2006, before the result was officially released, it took so many years. So the amendment I'm also seeking or proposing in 24B is to ensure that at most 1 year after the conduct of any exercise, the National Population Commission should make known the results of such an exercise. For 1 year, I want to believe the NPC must have conducted whatever analysis, analysis they want to make on any census figure. That is the second amendment I'm also proposing. In Nigeria today, we always thought ourselves to be the most populous black nation in the world. We are the 10th most populous country in the world. But what we have been doing so far is what I call guesstimation. It's that time we stop this guesswork. 1 minute somebody will say we are 150 million. The next minute somebody will say 170 million. Somebody will say tomorrow we are 200 million. We want to know exactly how many we are. And we are supposed to be doing this every 10 years or lesser period. So that's why, not only in the areas of planning, that we need to know our population all the time. In the area of electoral demarcation, for today, one thing that is making it difficult for electoral delineation is because we don't know how many are living in each federal constituency, how many are living in each editorial district. But if we know our population today, this will help us to have what I call fair representation. So, honorable colleague, most important thing that I need to let you know on this amendment is that in this honorable house, you have graciously passed for the second reading a related bill which has to do with the amendment of the National Population Commission Act. If you pass this second reading, this amendment to this alteration to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria today, it will just be a seal to ensure that our population censuses are conducted at least 10-year interval, or what some people call decennial censuses, and or lesser period for effective planning, for fair representation by way of electoral boundary demarcation. So I so move, honorable members, honorable speaker.